Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing well in our 8th week of social distancing. For anyone who doesn't know me, I am Nicole Fogel and I am the founder of Shift. This morning we have somebody incredibly special to me, Elissa Goodman. I met Elissa when I wasn't doing very well. I met her through my best friend's mother who was going through breast cancer, and Elissa is one of the more phenomenal humans I know. She's been kind and supportive and gracious with me since I met her, and she's become a dear friend of mine and a colleague. Elissa is phenomenal and one of the more generous people I know in every capacity.
Hi! I love you and I miss you, and it's so nice to see you.
It's so nice to see you too. I know, it feels so bizarre. Reason why I'm a little late is I rushed to make a juice. It just spilled all over the patio. There is green juice everywhere.
Since I'm on my cleanse, there's no juice yet. It's actually, your cleanse is a topic I wanted to talk about in a bit. Your cleanse is the only cleanse that I've ever been able to do and stick to. Yeah. It's funny, my sister has always said to me when it comes to my health that if I went plant-based, if I went vegan, my health issues would just evaporate. And I was like, okay, I get it. Like, all in due time when I'm ready. I think I'm going to try to go 90% plant-based.
Yeah, I know you want to heal, but a lot of people that I see and talk to, the deeper part of them is not sure they want to heal. They're so aligned with that health issue.
It's really interesting talking about when someone's ready to heal. Mm-hmm. There's one patient, you asked her one day if she was ready to heal.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of resistance. And I related so much because I've been that person. Mm-hmm. I know for me with lupus, lupus is something that affects everybody completely different. Mm-hmm. But I feel like a lot of it prepared me for what we're going through now.
I would say the same, all the past trauma and hard work and hardships that I've gone through, I'm so grateful for, because I would never met someone like you. Last night at dinner, Sammy, my graduate from University of Wisconsin, she's like, oh, this is it? What's my life going to look like? Maybe my peeps aren't really in LA. And David and I looked at her and went, that's not true. You just haven't found what you wanted to do with your life yet. Once you find something that you're passionate about, you're going to meet so many people. They're everywhere.
My sister just turned 50. She had a whole thing about turning 50 and what that means, and that she's a single mom. Because of women like you, it makes me excited, and it makes me know that it's okay that I'm single at 46 and the rest is coming. Yeah, so it's so cool to see how you constantly always talk about how much better you feel now, but also your smile. I don't know if you know how much you smile and laugh, and it's infectious.
I look back at pictures and I don't think I smiled so much. I think there was just a lot going on. There was a heaviness to me, and not to have that now, I feel a little guilty, weirdly.
I was emailing a certain man who was doing some video with us in Maui. I won't name him, but we were emailing last night. But he was saying how he's kind of enjoying this time. And is it bad? He feels a little guilty. And I said, no, it takes a particular special someone to be able to go through this and see more light. You asked me about being alone and what it's been like for me. So it's really interesting because I said I wanted 2020 to be the year of like me search and going in. And well, now I have time.
Yeah, you do.
And so, there's all those things that I do want, and I do want that balance. But I think it's been nice to have just myself and learn. I have my moments, but I feel really solid in myself right now. And it's cool to say, what are you doing to stay connected and grounded and as stress-free as possible right now?
I think what has been huge for me is the same thing you're talking about. I have done so much work on myself, but there's always more work to do. And this has really challenged me to the fact that it's never done. I was so used to the distractions, running off to see people and speak or see clients, and to not have that, I've really had to sit with myself. So my big thing is really journaling. I journal every morning, the first 30 minutes, and I write down my anxieties, my fears, what I'm afraid of, just to let them go out of my head and out of my body. It just really sets my day up for a little more calm, a little more self-love. That's been a huge thing to tap into. Also, I'm a big, juicer, so healthy-wise, I am back on the celery kick. This guy who helped me heal from Hashimoto's, celiac, migraines, anxiety, all this stuff has come out with this new book, Cleanse to Heal, and it
so good.
Is spectacular.
He's truly, truly incredible. Do you write or meditate first in the morning?
I actually meditate, only for
Before you write.
few minutes before I write. I think meditation is life-saving.
It's a little bit over a year that I've been in a consistent meditation practice. But I realized that like sitting with myself and sitting in silence and truly being still in being, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. We're not trained to do that. I try to teach it to my girls, but I think I might have missed the boat.
I want to talk about emotional eating. So emotional eating is a major subject, and we can bring sugar cravings into this too.
Yeah, well, emotional eating, all of us have a little form of it. Any kind of fear or unhappiness or disgruntledness creates the adrenals to pump out more adrenaline. Then your body automatically craves foods that convert to glucose. And it's just a natural reaction that the body goes through. We are stressed consistently by little things, not just big, major event. So that's where we have to come into some kind of balance. It's the choice. Do you want to really be healthy and thrive and have a beautiful, vibrant life? Or do you want to live in this, roller coaster of good and not good, good and not good?
I think it goes back to what we were talking about. I think when you're ready to heal, you heal. Going through my journey, it was like, wait a second, I can have all the practitioners in the world and the best friends in the world and the best doctors in the world. And I can have 3 medicine drawers full of drugs, but nobody's going to get me through.
No.
Nothing is going to make me healthy except me.
Yeah. Everybody out there has everything they need. So how do we tap into that? People think that, no one's getting them. No one's getting their diagnosis. We need people who can sit and listen to what their life is like, their emotional life.
I'm just so incredibly blessed because so many of these people in my life are in my life because of you. And
thank you.
I actually have a girlfriend who reached out to me at 7:00 on Sunday morning. And she's like, can you call Elissa right now? Can you tell her that I got this terrible news the other day and I want her to cook all my foods? And it's so wild to see just how popular the cleanse is. And it is so comforting for me to know that when I have a friend, that she has a place to go.
Yeah.
And that you're going to help. So it's so important to me for people to know if they're struggling, that working with you and what you really helped me learn, eating like medicine. Yeah. What made you start the cleanse?
I mean, when I got cancer, I went vegan. The juicing and eating plant-based, it just instinctually felt right. All these years I was dabbling in it. And always when I went that direction, I felt better. And then clients were like, hey, would you ever cook for me? Because I was cooking with Amber. So I was lucky because I had her and she loved food. And so the two of us put it together. There really wasn't many cleanses out there per se. I wanted mine to be cooked and raw and definitely fulfilling, not starving.
And feel like we have food.
Yeah.
That's why it
and
works.
Real food like vegetables and plants and, things that are like grown from the sun, the energy from the sun, vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients and antioxidants.
For me, the only other cleanse I ever tried before was a soup cleanse, and you pick it up and it comes in the bottles. What I love about your cleanse is I feel satiated. I feel like I've had food. Why is it okay to do your cleanse once every month or so or 2 months?
The honest to God truth, it's okay to do the cleanse every time I offer it because you're actually eating real food. You're just eating clean, real food. You could do it 3 weeks out of the month and be totally fine. Some people do. We need to keep our blood clean. We need to keep our liver healthy because then we're not going to get any of these health issues. If we're constantly detoxing the chemicals and crap out of the system, we're going to be in better shape. We still can eat animal protein and some sugar and some gluten and some dairy, but we just got to watch ourselves and pay attention.
It's different. If I want to have a burger, if I want to have a pina colada, if I want to have ice cream or cake or whatever, I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
And if I choose to eat it or not eat it, it's not because of what it's going to make me look like. It's because of what it's going to make me feel like.
Yeah.
As we go from this global pause and we reemerge into this new world, can you leave us with some final words of wisdom?
If you have fears and anxieties about this new world, know that they're going to pass. Honor them. Don't try to push them under the rug, but really love those fears. Put a lot of love in them and your anxiety and your fears because they will pass. And if you do that, then you're in much better shape.
Elissa, I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in person. I can't wait to hug you.
Ditto.
I'll talk to you soon, honey. Bye.